soldier for the cause of Palestine. He has always supported the cause of the oppressed around the world. He has been to Syria many times, this year, recently, last year, every year he goes to Syria. He knows the situation in Syria. He knows what the situation that the Muslims, the Christians are facing in the hands of ISIS, the puppets of the apartheid state Israel. So I'd like to welcome and thank Father Dave for coming down today. Father Dave.
Shalom Aleichem. Shalom. Peace. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In nome del Padre, Filio et Spiritus Sancti. Sisters, brothers, we stand here today at a significant point in the history of our planet and in the history of the Palestinian people in particular. 2017 marks 100 years since the Balfour Declaration, that document that set the world on a trajectory towards the establishment of the State of Israel in Palestine, and so initiated the most defining human struggle of our generation. 2017 further marks 50 years of the anniversary of the Six-Day War of 1967, an event that took the dispossession of the Palestinian people experienced in Al-Nakba in 1948 onto a whole new level. As a result of that short war, the State of Israel took control of the Gaza Strip, of the West Bank, of East Jerusalem, and of the Golan Heights, and life has never been the same in any of those places since. Many of us would be aware that the people of Gaza are currently under threat of having their electricity cut off at the moment. That is true, but we're talking about a city that already only gets electricity for about 4 hours per day. More than that, half the population of Gaza is currently food insecure. The unemployment rate in Gaza is one of the highest in the world. And according to United Nations estimates, if nothing changes, Gaza could be completely uninhabitable by 2020. These figures give us a small glimpse of what life is like for the millions who live under the Israeli occupation as second-class citizens due to their ethnicity. The depth of humiliation and deprivation is without parallel in our modern world, and the longevity of this occupation is mind-blowing. I cannot imagine that when Ayatollah Khomeini inaugurated our Quds Day in 1979, that he thought for a moment that the Palestinian question would still remain unresolved some 38 years later. It shames the whole of humanity that this injustice has been allowed to continue for so long, and we may be tempted to despair, at least until we see the flip side of that terrible tragedy. The flip side, as our sister pointed out earlier, to this 100 years of imperial dominance and to 50 years of military occupation is 50 years of active resistance and 100 years of refusing to bow to the dictates of power. The endurance of the Palestinian people is amazing. The great Israeli activist Uri Avneri says that the Zionists plan to uproot the Palestinian people and claim the land for a single race is based on a lie that considers the Palestinian people to be less than human, such that if you kick them enough, that eventually, like dogs, they will leap away with their tails between their legs. 50 years of military occupation has shown this to be a lie. 50 years of violence, discrimination, deprivation, housing demolitions, targeted assassinations, and endless checkpoints and harassment have shown that the strength and the resilience of the Palestinian people cannot be underestimated. After 50 years of violence, the Palestinian people continue to stand tall, continue to maintain their dignity, and continue to resist. the recent hunger strike led by Marwan Barghouti being the latest great act of non-violent defiance. The resilience of the Palestinian people in the face of oppression is indeed a source of inspiration, and I believe the rest of the world is finally starting to wake up. There was a time when, in this country at least, Palestine was just another Middle Eastern issue, certainly just an Arab issue, probably just a Muslim issue. That time has passed. I was greatly encouraged to read this week a coalition of Palestinian Christian organisations reaching out to their sisters and brothers around the world through the World Council of Churches, an organisation that includes 348 member churches from more than 110 countries, representing over 500 million Christians. The letter expressed the urgent need for Christians everywhere to stand in solidarity with the Palestinian people. And I quote, "We are on the verge of catastrophic collapse. The current status quo is unsustainable. This could be our last chance to achieve a just peace." And the appeal, thanks be to God, has not fallen on deaf ears. And so it seems that the World Council of Churches may indeed now follow the lead taken by quite a number of church bodies in the United States, that of adopting the boycott, divestment and sanctions program, that great non-violent Palestinian initiative that hits the machinery of occupation where it hurts, in the hip pocket.
Down, down, Israel!
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 Free, free Palestine!
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 There is much to grieve in the last 50 years of occupation, but the resilience of the Palestinian people is, I believe, finally leading to a universal awakening. People around the world are waking up to the lies that are being fed by their governments and by the ever-compliant mainline media. The recent result in the election in Britain, the Brexit, even the result of the last election in the USA, are clear indicators that people are fed up with the lies. They might not be quite sure what to do at this stage, but they know they're being lied to. People everywhere are recognising that the emperor indeed has no clothes, that the imperial narrative that generates the endless cycle of war around our planet is without foundation. And at the heart of this narrative is the web of lies that maintains the Palestinian occupation, claiming eternal victimhood for the state of Israel and depicting the Palestinian people as subhuman, angry militants. All this is starting to unravel. And we stand here today as a testimony to that unraveling. We come together today as a mixed multitude, representing various different ethnic groups and backgrounds, different language groups, different countries of origin. We come together as a mixture of Muslims and Christians and, I suspect, any number of other faith groups. In our diversity, we represent the peoples across the world, and yet we are unified in our love for God, in our passion for justice, and hence in our solidarity with the Palestinian people. We do not accept the lies. We do not accept the endless humiliation and subjugation of the Palestinian people. At this crucial point in human history, we take our stand in solidarity with the oppressed in Palestine and around the world. Not long now, sisters and brothers, not long. Liberation is coming. God has heard the cries of the oppressed. A new day will dawn. Justice will come. Inshallah, it will not take long. God bless you all. Thank you.
From the river to the sea!
Palestine should be free!